What is up, homies? My name is Felix and I am here back again with another video for you all today. So I've been thinking recently about how people really overcomplicate this whole making beats, making music thing. And today I'm going to show you guys the one single thing that you're ever going to need to know. It's basically the foundation of any genre that has drums in it. And if you know how to use this one single drum pattern, you will be a master producer extraordinaire. So make sure you guys check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud down in the description below, along with the playlist of songs I produced, my beat store, my Discord, all that stuff. Go check it out if you'd like to do so. And now we can get into this video. Okay, I hope you guys are ready because this is it right here. All you have to do is have a kick, a snare or a clap, and then a hi-hat. Just 3 drum sounds. Basically, all you gotta do is take your clap, put it right in the middle of this little highlighted section, do the same thing over here, then take your kick, put it right at the beginning, and then put another one right before the second clap like this, and then you're gonna go to your hi-hat and do fill each 2 steps, or you can click in every other one. And this is the drum pattern. And this right here is basically the foundation for every single beat that you will ever make ever. Whatever you can think of, whatever your little heart desires, it's gonna pretty much start with this. And before you go to the comments talking about how this is a drum pattern that you might use sometimes. So anyways, I'm gonna show you guys how you can make pretty much any beat that you want to with this pattern right here. First up, we've got just a standard trap beat. So I'm gonna pull in like a simple piano or something like that. Okay, so I whipped up a little trap melody here. It sounds like this. And now all we gotta do is change this drum pattern a little bit and we'll have a nice little trap beat. So we're gonna go to our kicks, we're gonna turn the velocity way up, and then we're gonna add a couple more kicks for this just to give it a little more bounce. And then we're gonna go to our hi-hats and add a couple snare rolls in there, just like. So now we got a couple hi-hat rolls in here. We're gonna maybe add an open hat now. And then obviously, you know, we can't forget to add a little spins 808 in there. And now, as you can see, we have our basic trap beat. But anybody can make a trap beat, right? It takes no talent to make one, super easy. So let's make something a little different. I'm gonna pull up some different drums, but we're gonna have the exact same pattern. And this time, we're really not even gonna change the pattern at all. But this time, instead of your mom, however, this time, instead of the drum pattern looking like this, we're gonna make it the half speed way. And basically the way you make the pattern in half speed is you're gonna take your snare and put it right here. Then you're gonna take the kick and go like this, and then put it again right before the second snare or clap or whatever. And now you're gonna take your hi-hat and just click and drag all the way across. But except for this one, what we're gonna do is still fill each 2 steps, and then we're just going to bring it up to like 180. Pretty fast for this one. And also what I'm going to do is bring in an open hat and just fill each 4 steps with it, and then maybe take out the 2-step hi-hats depending on how I'm feeling. After just a little bit of guitar playing, we got this here. But maybe you're more into like some R&B type stuff. Well, if that's the case, don't worry because I've got just the drum pattern for you, and surprise, it's this one right here. Except now we're gonna take the tempo and slow it down quite a bit to about like 100-ish. So as you can hear, we've got that R&B type feel already, and I'm just gonna lay some chords down on top of this, and we'll pretty much have our R&B type beat. The only things I'm really gonna change with this is I'm gonna turn up the swang a little bit, and then I'll maybe just add a couple extra kicks in here or something. Where did that pick go that I threw? And now here we have our R&B type beat. But now what if you want to make like some indie pop style beats or something like that? Well, don't worry, because I know a little drum pattern that might work for you. Believe it or not, it's actually this drum pattern right here. Except for what we're going to do with this one is just fill each 4 steps instead of 2 steps. And then we're going to bring the tempo way up. Oh my god, that took me so long to record. Oh my god, I have to record it again. Dude. Thank god. Oh my god. Finally. This is gonna be like 4 hours of footage. And now here we have it, our indie style type beat type thing. But now what if we want to make like some UK drill or something like that? Well, you might be surprised to find out that we can do that with this drum pattern right here. The only thing you'll really need to change is you're going to take your clap or snare and remove it from here and put it here. And now we just need to make a couple little changes here. And now we have our UK/New York drill beat. I know this one seems a lot more complicated than the original drum pattern, but it's really not, to be honest. I'll show you the things that I changed. I took the kick and I moved it over from here to here, and then I added a couple more kicks in there. And then with the hi-hats, that's really the most different part. Instead of having the second hi-hat right here, I just have it right here, and that gives it that drill kind of bounce. And then I added some triplets in here. But for the most part, this right here is all the same. This right here is the same. I basically just moved the second hi-hat over and then added some triplets, and that's pretty much the hi-hat pattern. And then obviously I added a couple more sounds in there as well. It just completely crashed. Nice. That was dope. So now you probably get the point, but you might be wondering about the last genre in the world that exists, which is some old school hip hop, boom bap style type beat. And guess what? You can make that with this drum pattern right here. We're basically just gonna make the halftime version with fill each 2 steps, bring it down to around 90 BPM, then we're gonna have this. And already we've got some boom bap style groove to this thing. And now, as you can see, we've got our little boom bap, old school hip hop type beat here. And side note, I think this one is probably my favorite that I made here today. This beat is pretty fire. So yeah, I'm assuming by now you guys probably get the idea. This drum pattern can be used for the basis of pretty much anything. If it wasn't 4 AM right now and I hadn't been doing this for the last 4 hours, I'm sure I could make a bunch more beats and a ton of different genres and stuff. However, I think I'm gonna call it here. So yeah, that is just about gonna do it for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was a little bit of a different video here today. I was kind of goofing around, but also giving you a pretty valid tip here. And also just cooking up a bunch of different beats, kind of flexing my versatility here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know if you have any questions down in the comments below. Make sure you guys check out my Instagram and my SoundCloud down in the description below, along with the playlist of songs I produced, my beat store, my Discord, all that kind of stuff down there. And I will see you guys next time.